What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, and we are back with another video. Listen, nothing long and drawn out today, y'all. I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied, and you're about to see some of the reasons why in just a moment. First of all, let me start off by saying that I am absolutely sick and tired of this awful narrative going around about black men in 2022. It seems like nobody wants to stand up for black men, and the people that do stand up for black men and defend black men, they end up getting their channel shut down or their IG pages shut down, or whatever. They get canceled, get death threats. Horrible backlash that doesn't even make sense when all we're trying to do is help build the community. And if nobody else wants to do anything about it, I'm going to be one of the ones that tries to stand up against things like this. One of my friends sent me this video, and I think that we're going to see what kind of hate some black men even have against black men. But that's enough talking. We're going to get right into it. Here we go.
What exactly do y'all stand for? What are your goals and objectives?
You know what? It seems pretty bold to ask something like that, seeing as how the only thing on most straight black men's resume is audacity. Y'all are literally the least qualified out of anybody in this country to lead somebody. But
this is a black man saying that black men are the least qualified to lead anybody. It used to be a time where black men were the cornerstone of our community, the leaders of our community, and we still have some strong black brothers out there doing their thing, trying to change this narrative of about black men. Because let's just be honest, this class or this thing about black men being broke and dusty, that's only a small sector of men, okay? Let me just throw this out there on the offset, right? 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% of that number is in the middle class. So if black men are not able to lead, then what are we able to do? I want to suggest that it's not the fact that black men are not qualified. I think it's the fact that a lot of women look over the good men, right, and keep choosing the wrong men when there is plenty of good black men that actually care about the community, that actually want families, that want children, that want a legacy, that want to do right by black women. But somehow those dudes get dumped on all the time. And for those that don't know, let me just throw this out there too. I am a pastor, and I think that if our community is going to change, it's going to have to start with the church. We need to start back building black men up and teaching black men the way that they need to go and to fight against this kind of narrative. But let's keep going.
But y'all always want to be in the front. But you know what? It's a special place in hell for a bitch like you that causes division amongst the entire community of people.
Now, I don't know. It seems like he's reacting to what Dr. Umar Johnson was saying, and I got mixed emotions about Dr. Umar. I really don't rock with him. I know he tried to do some things, and at the same time, he does speak a lot of truth. So it seems like that the LGBT community wants to demonize anybody that doesn't believe what they believe. And what are they really doing for the community, especially brothers like this that's just dogging out on black men for no reason, and it looks like he hates himself. I don't know what this brother has gone through in his life. I don't know who he had around, but it's not been my experience that black men are not capable of leading, and black men are the bottom of the barrel and don't need to be the head of anything. That is just absolutely not true. But let's keep going.
Every subsection of the black community, y'all are the least educated and the most incarcerated. Please.
Absolutely not true. Y'all, I'm sorry for having to stop the video so much. Over the last 20 years, if you were bothered to do your research, black men have done exceptionally better. There are now more black men enrolled in college than incarcerated. And anybody that's spewing out this narrative saying otherwise, let's get their channel knocked off. Let's get their channel blocked, because it's absolutely not facts. When you're on social media just spitting out garbage out of your mouth, that's the kind of stuff that needs to be silenced, because it's not true. Okay? Let's keep going.
Tell me what qualifies you besides the dick between your legs to lead somebody into anything. Y'all always want people to breathe life into y'all, but at this point, it's just pure necromancy, because we have no more life to give. Y'all suck the life out of every fucking thing. I mean, let's call the thing a thing. Y'all want to be white men so fucking bad. Y'all see.
Absolutely not true. Simply because we want to fight for family structure, that means that we're sucking the life out of everything, because men have grown tired of the narrative that men are not sugar honey iced tea. We're sucking the life because we want our women to put clothes on. We're sucking the life out of the community. Somebody please help me make this make sense, because to me it's not. And this is the problem when men aren't around, when we don't have any solid brothers around to pass down the right kind of knowledge that goes against just what he's been told. Okay? It's so many instances of where black men are just dumped on and you don't even know the whole story. It's been a lot of situations that's come out about women dumping on black men, and the whole thing is a lie. I don't know what this brother has gone through, but it sounds like he's been hurt, I don't know, through whatever his mother told him about black men, or maybe his father wasn't around. Maybe he didn't have a community of strong brothers. And when you don't have that, this is what you get. That's why, men, we need to step up. We need to get this narrative changed and take control of our own narrative. I'm not having it anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. Okay? People can talk about black men all day long, but as soon as we try to hold somebody else accountable, then we're toxic. Make that make sense. Y'all pray for me. Let's keep going.
White men at the heads of their household, and y'all can't even get a household to be the head of. Asking women questions like, what do they bring to the table, when you don't even own your table, you rent it. Hell.
At this point, he's just trying to say stuff that sounds catchy. I think that the question of what do you bring to the table, I think that that's maybe not the right way that we want to go about approaching somebody right off the jump. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if a man is supposed to be protector, provider, prophet, priest, leader of his family, and has to be willing to put his life on the line for his family, right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with that man asking for what he wants, okay? Because too many times the narrative has been happy wife, happy life. Well, what about the husband? What about the man? Men are expected to keep things bottled down inside and just go along just to get along. And men have grown tired of that. Keeping things down on the inside, not speaking up, not saying what you really need to say, not being able to fully take charge because you're just trying to keep the peace. Men, if you have to do that, just walk away. Okay? If a lady gets offended by you trying to figure out what benefit that she can bring to your life when you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you're on your ground, when you're on your purpose, right? Just walk away. Because if they get offended by that, they usually don't have anything to bring to the table themselves. Okay? All right, let's keep going.
That's even if you do rent it, because it's probably in your mama's name. I mean, if we could call the thing a thing, y'all are the common denominator out of every issue that we have in the Black community. Y'all are literally the root cause. Blame Black women for fatherless behavior, but then fail to realize that the father is the person that you're not blaming. Y'all blame men for being gay and say, yo, you grew up without a father. Do you see how you just pointing back to the issue? Y'all blame.
Now, let me just say this. There are some men out there that absolutely do the wrong thing and are not handling their business. However, that number is not the majority. Again, 51% of Black men are single and childless. 64% of that number is in the middle class. Okay? Black men have done considerably better over the last 20 years. But that's not being talked about. I don't like how a Black man is spitting so much garbage about other Black men that look like him. This is the self-hate in our community that needs to stop. And this is why Black men need to step up and take control of our own narrative. Okay? Because we might look at some of the comments later on, but a lot of the comments are just egging them on, saying protect this dude at all costs and he's making sense and finally somebody speaking the truth. This is not the truth. This is only things that are tickling your ears to make you feel better about yourself for falling short, right? He's taking all accountability off women. Am I saying that women are the cause? No. It's some men and some women, right? But the fact that he's spitting out this garbage, I'm trying to make it through the video, y'all, but as y'all can see, my blood is boiling. But let's try to get through it. Let's keep going.
Blame women for having too many kids as if they made them kids by themselves. You keep pointing back to the issue. I'll be wanting people to hold y'all down, but at the same time, if they too good at it, then they too independent. Then you want to say, oh yeah, like you don't need me. They kind of don't. Maybe what y'all should start considering is that maybe our community is meant to be matriarchal, but y'all just can't accept.
Let me throw this out here. There is not one matriarchy that has survived. And a lot of people talk about patriarchy like it's a bad thing. But the true meaning of patriarchy is men protecting and taking care of their women. And that's one of the things that society has thrown at us to make us believe and make us think that men shouldn't even be leaders. Name one matriarch society that has succeeded.
One eternity later.
Didn't think so. Let's keep going.
Accept it because it doesn't fit into what the white man has told you to believe. You're trying to do everything that the white man does, but you're just trying to do it in black. It's literally the same.
All right. This is absolutely not true. If you look back at our history, if you even go back to the motherland, men were leaders of our countries, of our villages, of our societies. And it's not saying that women don't have a voice, and it's not saying that women should be oppressed, but it's the natural order of things. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again today. Are we doing better now as a community than we were doing back in the early 1960s and 1950s? Are we doing better or worse now than back then as a community? Don't worry, I'll wait. The answer is no. When black women are the least likely to get married. And then they throw out this narrative of black men are the most likely to date outside of our race. Not so. 83% of the black men that are married to black women. 13% are married to white women. That is not the majority. Matter of fact, it's very far from the majority. So when you have people talking about black men like this, and then you got men and women in the comment section egging it on, congratulating them, co-signing. What are black men supposed to do? Where are the good black men supposed to go? If you agree with this, don't get mad when black men start looking for something else outside of their race, where they can build a family and a legacy. Because this is just pure garbage, and I'm sick of it. I am pure OD sick of it. That's what the old folks used to say. I am absolutely tired of it. And all of the good black men out there that's grinding, doing your thing, you should be tired of it too. It's time to change this narrative. But look, y'all, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We are almost at our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Let's get the conversation started down in the comments. Until next time, YouTube, peace.